I feel like nobody's really fully appreciating exactly how hard JD Vance face planted in his first real test as a 2028 candidate. Understand why you have to think about where we're going to be as a country in 2028. It's not going to be a fun process. For the next year, less awful is our target state. This is a run out the clock situation. And then after the Democrats clean house in the midterms, it's going to be a stalemate with impeachment hearings and government shutdowns. While Democrats try to clean up his mess and Donald Trump goes keyboard warrior on Truth Social, screaming witch hunt every 5 seconds. By the time we get to 2028, it's going to feel a lot like 2008, when after 8 years of Bush's failures, Americans were done fighting. We had moved past anger. Most people were scared and desperate for hope. And after 3 more years of this, we're going to get there again. Because what we are experiencing right now is traumatic as hell. And you can't just ignore trauma. If you want to actually heal from it, you have to do something to address it. When that time comes, when Americans are so done fighting, we are ready to actually vote for the next leader, Americans won't forget, because I will help remind them exactly how JD Vance responded the very first time he had a chance to help people heal. Instead of doing something to help, he face planted harder than Donald Trump in a punctuation contest. Because JD Vance is a guy who is undoubtedly going to want to lead the nation after Trump, and he had an opportunity to help people through trauma. His response was to blame Americans for it and say there can be no unity with people who disagree with them, no unity with people who speak differently from them, and no unity with Americans he considered to be assholes when they were grieving. Well, JD, Republicans should know better than anyone. Sometimes when people witness something terrible, sometimes when people recognize that this country is being fractured by forces we feel like we can't control, we respond poorly. After January 6th, I would think Republicans would recognize that. And when these things happen, it gives our leaders an opportunity to help us. This is one of those opportunities. But in failing this test and proving he's just another mediocre Republican leader incapable of dealing with grief, so he turns it into rage, Vance admitted he is not up for the task of being the unifying force that we will inevitably need when we miraculously drag ourselves to 2028.